Hello everyone, today we are going to introduce a 3 days 2 nights in Hong Kong. Here is our timetable for day 1. On the first day, we will take MTR arrive Sha Tin Station exit A and walk for around 10 minutes to arrive Hong Kong Museum of History. Firstly, we will visit Hong Kong Heritage Museum. It is a traditional Chinese courtyard layout. It has a total of 6 long-term exhibition halls and 6 special exhibition halls. There's a museum gift shop and restaurant for visitors to buy souvenirs, publications, and enjoy a meal there. In the Hong Kong Heritage Museum, there are many exhibitions there. First, there's a Children's Discovery Museum. It introduces natural and cultural history, including the Hong Kong Children's Play Exhibition, reviewing the popular toys of Hong Kong in the past. Also, there's a Cantonese Opera Heritage Museum. It introduced the performance and development of Cantonese opera in Hong Kong. The Cantonese opera culture collected in the museum include performance items and costumes of famous actors in the past. After watching some exhibitions in the museum, we will enjoy a lunch in the restaurant inside Hong Kong Heritage Museum. Also, customers can enjoy the drawings on the wall while they're eating. After the meal, we will enjoy more exhibitions in the museum. Here are some examples. Ken Chao Hong Kong 60 Plus is formerly known as the New Territories Museum of Art. It displays more than 1,000 exhibits and introducing the development of popular music, film, television, and radio broadcasting in Hong Kong from the end of the Second World War to the early 2000s. Comics and toys are very popular during that time. Also, there's an exhibition displays about 400 cultural relics and uses a lot of multimedia art. Visitors can feel Bruce Lee's motto in the light and shadow, such as moving be like water, still like a mirror. At that time, the original scenes design of Enter the Dragon and the action scenes knocks of Game of Death were displayed for the first time.
After visiting the Museum of Bruce Lee, we will enjoy a dinner in a restaurant, including some traditional food of Hong Kong, which is nearby the Hong Kong Heritage Museum. After the dinner, tourists will take MTR for about 30 minutes and settle down in a 5-star hotel in Tsim Sha Tsui. This is the end of day 1.
Here is the timetable for day 2. First, we will have a breakfast in a Hong Kong-style restaurant in Sam Shui Po. The most famous dish in this restaurant is their beef macaroni. After that, tourists will take the MTR for about 12 minutes and arrive Tsim Sha Tsui. After that, by walking for around 5 to 10 minutes, tourists will visit the Tsim Sha Tsui Clock Tower. They will observe the unique architectural style of the clock tower. They can also take some photos with their friends to capture the moment. The official name of the clock tower is former Kowloon Canto Well Clock Tower. Its construction started in 1913 and is open to the public in 1950. Its height is around 45 m. In the past, visitors were allowed to enter the clock tower. However, in order to preserve the clock tower effectively, visitors are no longer allowed to enter. Next, tourists will take the Star Ferry to Central. It takes around 10 to 12 minutes. After the tourists arrive Central, they will have lunch in a traditional Hong Kong restaurant in Central. The most famous dish is Sanjiu Ao. After the lunch, by walking for around 10 minutes, tourists will arrive to Central Market. In the Central Market, tourists can visit local art exhibition and enjoy traditional food. They can also have some drinks in the bar area. We'll stay in the market for around 2.5 hours. The Central Market was originally a fresh food market in Central. It is the first wet market in the city, opened in 1939. After years of disuse, it was reopened to the public in 2021 as a new center for retailers, streets, and public areas.
Let's move on to our third day of our trip. This is the timetable for day 3. So we need to walk 5 minutes from the hotel to arrive Tsim Sha Tsui station. After we get on the train, we need to travel along 3 stations to Mong Kok station. After that, we have to walk 5 minutes to arrive the destination, which is our Sneaker Street. Why we will choose to visit the Sneaker Street? One of the reasons is it is one of the 2 markets that you can visit along Fa Yuen Street in Mong Kok. What you will find are several blocks of little more than shoe shops, mostly selling tennis and athlete shoes. There are a few shops dealing in dress shoes, outdoor shoes, and other casual footwear as well. Since the 1980s, the shops on Sneaker Street began to develop. It marks the booming of sportswear in Hong Kong. It is a street between Boundary Street and Dundas Street in Mong Kok. After walking the street and buying some souvenirs in Sneaker Street, we'll go to the restaurant near the Victoria Harbour. It specializes in serving dim sum, abalone, and almond tea. The restaurant has a scenic view of Victoria Harbour, adding to a great lunch experience. The address is 29th floor, I Squared 63 Nathan Road. The opening hours is from Monday to Sunday, 11:30 to 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. After we had a full meal, we were going to visit the Hong Kong Cultural Center. There is a lot of facilities that we can visit on. For example, the concert hall, grand theater, studio theater, exhibition gallery, etc. The opening hours is from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. For the dinner of day 3, we choose the restaurant in Tsim Sha Tsui. It is mainly introduced traditional Chinese food. There is a full screen capturing the process of cooking. The address is 20 Nathan Road, Kowloon, 2nd floor. The contact number is 2369-1111. There is some ionic and famous dishes that they propose. For example, the golden bread, carrot swan, scallop soup, etc. The last event of day 3 is watching fireworks in Victoria Harbour. It is the Symphony of Light, have illuminated Hong Kong's skyline for enjoyment of millions of tourists since 2004. It also symbolizing its dynamic energy and contrasting the culture. It offers a truly all-encompassing visual and soundscape the soul of Hong Kong. It will be held every day at 8 p.m. This is the end of our day 3 trip.